2026 marks the transition from AI features to AI agents. Feed management is no exception. Feedoptimize introduces the first AI agent built for feed management, giving teams a system that can explain feed logic, diagnose issues, and execute changes, closing the loop between analysis and action to make the entire process more efficient. Let's start with questions. The first expectation from an agent is that it understands the platform and the current setup. Instead of manually opening every feed, we can ask it to find a rule across the system. In a few seconds, it tells us exactly where that rule lives. In this case, the Google UK feed. So we jump into that feed and ask the agent to explain the logic behind the other custom label rules. It returns a clear summary of what's configured, in what order, and what the output will look like. But it doesn't stop at inspection. The agent can also propose improvements. Here, it suggests a stock rule. I believe the stock segmentation logic may be very useful. So we ask it to guide us through setting it up. And this is where it gets practical. The walkthrough is step by step, and it even explains what each modifier does, so you're not guessing which setting controls what. Because it understands Feedoptimize deeply, we can also ask operational questions, like who changed something in this feed and when. Or we can switch to how do I problems. For example, I asked how to create square images for Meta, and it immediately points to the image editor workflow inside the platform. Diagnosis. The agent is a powerful diagnostic tool. It can run a full feed audit and check whether the feed complies with Google Product Feed specifications. It shows which required attributes are missing, how values are distributed, such as gender, age group, or availability, and whether titles meet recommended length requirements. We can click Show Results to drill into the audit and see detailed findings for each analyzed field, down to the affected items. The agent is not limited to diagnostics inside Feedoptimize. It can also go beyond the platform. For example, we can ask it to check the condition of our Google Merchant Center. Here I'm using a test GMC, and you can see multiple disapprovals. What's useful is that the agent doesn't just list them. It explains the cause and suggests what needs to change to fix each issue. We can also diagnose a specific product. In this example, the product has 3 variants, and the agent pulls the full set of errors and warnings from Merchant Center for each one. For issues like mismatched product price, we can go a step further and ask the agent to verify the microdata on the website to make sure Google's crawler is seeing the correct price values. Actions. We've seen the agent answer complex questions. Now, let's use it to actually perform actions. One of the simplest actions is blocking items. Here, I ask the agent to block the most expensive dress in my Shopify store. It asks me to confirm the correct store, then shows the exact item it plans to block. I confirm, and the change is applied immediately. The agent can also handle operational tasks like scheduling imports. Instead of configuring schedules manually, we can simply ask it to set the feed to run every hour, and it takes care of the setup. After making changes, we don't have to wait for the next scheduled run. We can ask the agent to force an update of the source or regenerate the feed right away, so changes take effect immediately. That's everything for today's video. Thanks for watching. For more information, visit feedoptimize.com.